Okay, so now coming to the first question. Here we have to find out the range of frequency um, of light that is in the visible range. Okay, so lambda is given to be in between 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer. So now let us take 1 upon lambda. So that would be 1 over 700 by 1 over 400. Now multiplying C in the numerator. So C is 3 into 10 power 8, 700 nanometers, so 10 power minus 9. C by lambda is frequency, and this is also 3 into 10 power 8 divided by 400 into 10 power minus 9. On solving this, we will get the range of frequency to be 4.3 into 10 power 14 hertz to 7.5 into 10 power 14 hertz. Now coming to question number 2. In this we are asked to find out, number 1, first find out the frequency of the sodium light in air. So lambda is given to be 589 nanometers, so that is 589 into 10 power minus 9 meters. So frequency would be speed of light divided by the wavelength. So value comes out to be 5.09 into 10 power 14 hertz. Now coming to the second part. In this we are asked to find out the frequency, the wavelength in water. So we know that new wavelength would be old wavelength divided by mu. So substituting all the values given in the question, divided by 1.33, we will get the value as 443 nanometers. Now coming to part number C. Now in this we are asked to find out the frequency. So frequency would not change, as frequency does not change with change in medium. Now coming to part number D. In this we are asked to find out its speed in water. Now in part number D we are asked to find out the speed in water. So as we know that speed of the light in any medium is inversely proportional to velocity. So that means refractive index of air divided by refractive index of medium would be equal to Vm by Va. So substituting all the values in the given question, we'll get Vm as 2.25 into 10 power 8. Now in question number 3, we are asked to find out the speed of light of these wavelengths. So first one is 400 nanometer, and the refractive index of the medium is 1.472. Okay, so now we have to find out the speed of light in this medium. So as we saw in the previous question, mu2 by mu1 is equal to v1 by v2. So let us say that mu1 is 1. So v1 would be 3 into 10 power 8. Mu2 is given to be 1.472, and v2 we need to find out. So after substituting all the values in the question, in this expression, if you substitute all these values in this expression, you will get v2 as 2.04 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Similarly, you can do the second part on your own. Now coming to question number 4. Now in this we have to find out the refractive index of a medium, and the speed of light is given. So as we know that mu is nothing but speed of light in air or vacuum divided by speed of light in that medium. So if I put down all the values, so 3 into 10 power 8 divided by 2.4 into 10 power 8, if I solve this, I will get the value as 1.25. Now coming to question number 5. Now this question is on YDSC, and we are asked to find out the separation between two consecutive maxima. So we know that separation between two consecutive maximas is nothing but fringe width, and its expression is lambda capital D by small d, where capital D is the distance between the slit and the screen, so that is 1 meter in the question, and lambda is given to be 5 into 10 power minus 7 meters, and small d is given to be 1 centimeter, so that is 10 power minus 2 meters. Now if I substitute all the values in this question, I will get the answer as 5 into 10 power. This is what I will get as the final answer. In the second part of the same question, we are asked to find out the separation. We have to find out the separation between the source, which will give a separation of 1 millimeter between the maxima. So we are asked to find out small d, okay, between the sources. So that is, we are asked to find out the distance between the two slits, and beta is given to be 1 millimeter, as it is mentioned that two consecutive maximas now have to be at a separation of 1 millimeter. So again we will apply this formula, and with this we will get the value of d as 0.50 millimeter. Now in this question, in question number 6, we are asked to find out the lambda of light used, that is the wavelength. So as it is mentioned that the distance between the two consecutive dark fringes is 1 millimeter. So that just means that beta is given to be 1 millimeter, which is equal to 10 power minus 3 meter. Okay, so beta is lambda capital D by small d. So beta is 10 power minus 3. Lambda we need to find out. Distance between the source and the slit is given to be 2.5 meters, and small d is given to be 10 power minus 3. So on solving this, we will get the value as 400 nanometers. Now coming to question number 7. Now this is again on YDSE. This question is again on YDSE. In the first part, we have to find out the distance from the distance of the center from the first minimum from the center of the central maximum. Okay, so that means we need to find out the first dark fringe. So that means so that distance, let us call it x, or y, you can call it. Yeah, so y would be equal to lambda capital D by small d over 2d. Okay, now this is a standard formula. You have to remember this result. Now on substituting all the values which are given in the question, you will get y to be 0.25 millimeter. Now in the second part, we are asked to find out that how many bright fringes would be formed in 1 centimeter width of the screen. So in this, we are actually looking at basically we just need to see in 1 centimeter how many would be there. So that means we have to find out the distance of the central maxima. Let's say this is the central maxima in YDSE, and then this is the first bright fringe. So this distance is actually beta, or the fringe width. So if I divide 1 centimeter, so 1 centimeter divided by beta, so that's the formula for beta is lambda capital D by small d. Now on solving this expression, you will get the value as 20. So you will see 20 bright fringes. Now in the 8th question, we are asked to find out that how far are the adjacent bright bands in the interference pattern. So adjacent bright bands, so that means the question is asking us to find out beta. So formula for beta is lambda capital D by small d. Now in the question lambda is given to be 589 nanometers, so that is 589 into 10 power minus 9 meters. Then your slit distance is small d is given to be 0.8 millimeter, and distance is given to be 2 meters. So substituting all the values in this expression, you will get the value as 1.47 millimeter. Now in this question we are asked to find out the angular separation. So angular separation theta is given by lambda divided by small d. So on substituting the values, so value of lambda is given to be 500 nanometer, and small d is given to be 2 into 10 power minus 3 meters. So substituting these value in this expression, we will get the value as 25 into 10 power minus 5. Now this answer would be in radians. Now coming to question number 10. Now in this question we are given two sources of light and we have to find out the linear separation between the first maximas. So we know that let's say y is the distance of the first maxima from the central bright fringe. So that is equal to lambda's capital D by small d. Now this is a known formula. Basically the generalized formula is n lambda d by d. So you keep on substituting the values from n and you will get the corresponding maxima. So for the first one we will use lambda, we will take n as 1. So for the first one, let us say y1, so lambda d1 by small d1. Substituting the values, you will get the answer as 2.88 millimeter. Now for second, again for the second source of light, if you substitute all the values, you will get the value as 3.6 millimeter. So the linear separation would be y2 minus y1, which would be equal to 3.6 minus 2.88 millimeter. Now you have to take the difference and value would come out to be 0.72 millimeters.